Welcome to What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host.
Hey, welcome. I'm excited this morning. I don't know if it's the coffee or the person that's getting ready to speak. I don't know, boy, but I am very, 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 very happy and praising God this morning. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and co-host Eva. Well, good morning, y'all. Of course, I got my cup of coffee this morning. I actually doing the McDonald's prime roasted coffee this morning. And also the Delight International Caramel. I don't have no sugar. Good morning, Ronnie. I don't have no sugar. Now, let me say this. This is not by choice. I'm just saying, y'all, right now, the struggle is hard, baby. I'm just going to be honest. It is hard, baby. So now I'm drinking me some caramel creamer inside of some roasted coffee. It's okay. I had to put a lot of creamer because I have no sugar. You know how I get when I don't have no sugar.
You got some sweetener there. I left some sweetener.
Yeah, it's good. It's not even that bad. I ain't even gonna complain. I'm thankful for what I got in my cup. Amen. Now let me introduce to some and present to others my BFF. Hey, man.
Hey, beautiful. Good morning. What's in the bag, family? B, you were saying something about the no sweetener. And I said I left some sweetener there. There is some sugar-free sweetener there that'll give you a little look at that face. Look at that expression. Look at that.
I just rather just go without.
Well, look. Anywho, I am drinking my coffee.
Like your cup, girl.
I know. It look. This is one of our first mugs.
Yeah.
Marvina's original little logo.
Yep.
And I am drinking Sam's brand, Sam's Club donut shop blend with a shot of hazelnut and no sugar, but I do have some equal in here. And this is my first time tasting. Let me see how this tastes.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to stop doing, I am going to stop buying large boxes of coffee based upon the dollar amount.
How it tastes?
I can't even get it.
That's sad. Well, I'm sorry for you.
It's not.
You need to start thinking about your coffee. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Put your name behind it. Good morning, Robbie. If you have not went to EV Mux and registered, they will not put your name up there. I need you to please, when you write it, put your name behind it so I can say good morning to you personally. Good morning, Ronnie. Good morning, Robert. Somebody said good morning, guys. I don't know. That probably Zach. But anyway, please let me know who is on. Hey, good morning, Ned. Everybody, good morning. We are in a. I'm just saying. We was talking this morning, and what hit me so profound about our conversation this morning when my special sister, she's now our sisters now, she's not no longer a guest, she's a speaker, and she said we're in transition. We're in a time of transition, and I'm believing in that. And I am so excited because sometimes God gifts you with people that you just know that they're supposed to be here. They're supposed to
Yes.
let things come, just empty their bags. Well, through people that is already come on, I get a lot of referrals. And once I get a referral and then I go out and I speak to them, I'll be like, thank you, Lord, for giving me this person. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because we become family. And that is so, I mean, I'm grateful to God. Of course I have great family, but to have family from different states and different cities and just
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
and you just learning that, how common our bags is, even though we got different bags, the contents are so much alike,
So similar. Yeah.
so similar. You could pull it out and be like, man, you know what? I got that content too in my bag. I am excited about that because this my sister, she said the same thing to me this morning. She was like, "Girl, don't be telling my story. No, I'm telling mine. And right now we in transition. We are in transition, baby.
Yes.
And when during transition time, I don't think God is looking and picking out who He's transitioning to. He's just pouring it out, and it seems like everybody
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
see like a pouring out thing. You get it.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting it somewhere. You're transitioning to something, if it's a
Mm-hmm.
job or even in your
Ooh,
family,
you better
your
say it.
finances, or whatever the case may be. Well, I'm excited because this is the transition in time, and I'm praying to God that He's elevating me in my transition
To the next level.
to the
Yes.
next level. I'm
Yes.
stepping out.
Yes.
I'm God. I'm grateful today. I'm
Climbing
grateful.
that ladder. Just
Yes,
climbing on up.
ma'am.
Just
Yes,
climbing on up.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
well, I'm not even gonna keep y'all. Let's not let further ado. Let's just go ahead on with this and let me introduce to y'all my special sister, my guest. Hello, good morning,
Good
good
morning.
morning,
Good
Lady Rose. Good morning.
morning.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? Yeah,
Yes.
I better give her that prop, baby.
Yes.
Isn't she lovely? Oh my God, and them locks, girl, please. She just,
Beautiful.
yes, ma'am. Just give it to him, baby. Give it. It's giving. It's giving.
That's
It's
right.
giving.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Well, I know you got something up there. I think there's a cup up there. Come on, tell us about that
Got
cup.
y'all.
What's on that cup, girl?
I have some Folgers Colombian with French
Hmm.
vanilla creamer.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a
You
different person without coffee in the morning. So
tell me about it. You got to get that
I
boost.
love the Lord. He heard my cry, but I'm a
All
different
right now.
person without coffee in the morning.
We know about that though, for real.
Yes.
It might not be just the coffee for me; it's the sugar. I mean, I can drink a whole bunch of coffee with a whole lot of sugar, and then a donut right after it,
Hmm.
and I'm walking around like you wonder why I get that energy.
And
Well,
she be wired till about
right.
3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
My mama can tell you that. I get it done too.
Yes.
Tamika, girl, I am so pleased and thankful that you decided to do this. Even with the nerves, she said she had nerve issues. Y'all, yeah, I better give my sister, tell her, send her some love, hit some hearts out there, give her some love on her. Tell her she ain't got nothing to be nervous about.
That's right.
Tamika,
Yes.
what's in your bag, girl?
Right. Here we go. Hi, future visionaries. Need to scoot up a little bit because I need to have a fireside chat.
Yes,
Okay.
All right now.
My name is
Yes.
Tamika, aka Journey Rain, and I am the owner and chief development strategist at Envision Strategic Solutions. Envision is really about creating visionaries, or as I call you, visionaires. Individuals who don't just see their current situation, they are looking at and preparing for their lives 5 years from now without fear, anxiety, or depression, but in total control. I'm a visionary. The Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And whether you are Christian or not, the principle still stands true. If there is no clear direction, you're only going in circles. And
Wow.
that's what's going on in the lives of many of you and with many businesses. There is no direction, so you're trying to figure it out as you go. I know I was one of those individuals, and when it hit me, it hit hard. I need y'all to know this airplane is about to take off. I'm very transparent, but it's with a purpose. So let me give you a disclaimer. This next section is not for the spiritually immature. Because in order for
Mm.
me to help you, I got to leave some of myself on the table.
All right now.
So a few months ago, I realized that I was depressed. And by the time I realized it, it was almost too late.
Mm.
Mm.
You see, in the Black community, mental health, therapy, depression, those aren't things that we associated with.
That's
But what
right.
happened to a lot of people is they began to crash because they realized they were dealing with something stronger than their ability to control, or so they thought. When
Mm.
I realized it, I hit a wall. About a year ago,
Mm.
I lost my job. Whole time I'm going through a bankruptcy, trying to save my new home from a mortgage company, doing everything they could to take it for 3 years.
Wow.
So I'm at work, trying to work, doing everything in my power to save my home and also not let my children know what was going on. So I'm getting
Mm.
irritated because I'm sitting here like, with what I'm dealing with, I don't have time for this drama. I shed my tears because I was devoted, found another job doing something else I love, which was property management. Everything was going well until I got called into the office after about 9 months and told I was losing my job because I needed a job that offered more responsibility. So I'm
Mm.
looking like, you fired me because I'm too good.
Mm.
I give 150% to any job or organization that I'm a part of. My going over and beyond always brings conflict.
Mm.
This is where I realized what a thing called depression was.
Mm.
You see, my house went through a foreclosure. I lost my house and it broke me. This was my dream home. The people I got the house from played me. Nothing was new. Cosmetically, the house was beautiful, but the underworkings of it, not so much. Mind you, I put my own money into it so it would close at a certain amount. The job I was working helped me get another house through them. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be okay. Then the next month, I lost that job. And
Mm.
I'm thinking, how? How does this keep happening to me? I mean, I created processes, procedures, documentations, trainings to help making workers working smarter instead of harder. And here I was losing yet another job in less than a year. And I just moved into my house, so I felt like I was set up to fail. I went to a dark place. I mean, very
Mm.
dark. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I cried all the time. I wouldn't leave my room. I didn't even have the energy to get out the bed. I started cussing everybody out. So everybody was looking at me like Invasion of the Body Snatchers had attacked. Because when people are used to you being the strong one, they can't
Mm-hmm.
handle you being weak.
That's
But
right.
even the strong get weak. Again, I didn't have anyone to encourage me or push me or help me to even understand the place that I was in. I didn't want to unalive myself. But if I just was not, I really wouldn't have cared. I was in this place for 3 months. Then I received a call that would change everything.
Mm.
Almost a year to the date that I lost my job, I received a call about starting my business. It was something that I always wanted to do, but didn't have the money. Now, I was told I don't want to hire you. I want to help you start your business so I can hire your business. And it was
Mm.
at this moment that I made a decision. That decision was to change and to refocus because now I had something to focus on. Majority of my life had been spent in church. I was a church girl, PK. I was extremely involved in church, but here was the problem. I was helping manifest the vision of the church, but I didn't have one for my personal life.
Jesus.
Here
Whew.
came a roller coaster because I thought my relationship was God with God was based in my relationship with the church.
Mm.
As I came to
Jesus.
understand me, I'm going to show you the steps that I took and what I discovered was in my bag. Number one, I discovered I was in an identity crisis.
Mm.
First thing I discovered in my bag is I didn't know who I was. My identity was wrapped up in church and doing church work. It was all I knew. From a young girl, I accepted my call. I spoke in church. I was the youth Sunday school superintendent, youth nurse. When I got older, I was over the Sunday school youth department. I taught. I was over the youth choir. I directed choirs, taught songs. I sang in the adult choir. I preached. I taught teachers how to teach. I
Wow.
taught people how to study the Bible. I helped elders get ordained when I was just a licensed minister. My life was school and church. When I got older, it was work, church, and home. I thought that was who I was, but I
Mm.
realized I had to find out who I was.
Wow.
Let me back up. I was 45, turned 45. I decided because I never had a birthday, never had a celebration, I was going to treat myself to a vacation. We went to
Mm.
Vegas, and I decided everything that I was insecure about, I was going to show it. I never thought I was pretty. I never was insecure around girls that I thought was, but I never thought that I was. And I was tired of being insecure about the way I looked. So I decided until I can change it, I'll learn how to embrace it. And I posted pictures. Then I got irritated because I'm looking around Vegas like a kid in a candy store. Like all of this has been in the world all this time. And for 45 years, I done missed it.
Yeah.
I made a choice and a
Wow.
declaration to live and experience life.
Jesus.
And then the attack started.
Wow.
For you see, the enemy heard those declarations too.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was September. In November, I lost my job. 9 months later, I lost another job, my
Wow.
house, my car, and nearly lost my mind. So now I have depression in my back. When I received the call about my business, I came to myself and said, Tamika, this is God. He
Yeah.
made his move. Now you have to make yours.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't have the money to see a therapist, didn't have a job. I didn't even have insurance. So I had to figure it out because now I had hope in my bag.
Mm.
This
Yes.
is how I started to pull what I needed out of my bag. Number one, I had to get up. Whenever you find yourself stagnant, you have to make a choice to move.
That's right.
So when I noticed that God was giving me an opportunity, I can no longer stay where I was if I wanted to seize it. I had to fight with myself to choose differently.
Wow.
You see, depression is a battle for the mind, and your
That's
mind is a
right.
funny thing. It doesn't want to be controlled. It
Mm.
wants to think and feel how it wants.
Yeah.
You have to let it know that you're in control. So now I had to reprogram my mind to something other than what it was used to. It
Wow.
was used to not moving, not having focused thoughts. It was used to thoughts being all over the place on negative emotions. I had to help it choose differently.
Wow.
So, number two, I had to find motivation. Now that I got up, I had to find something that motivated me to continue to get it. My new motivation was my business. This was something I wanted to do, not just to make money, but it's because I have a passion for helping people.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've done it all my life. So I started focusing on my business. I started getting up and working out, and I'm horrible with working out
Me too.
because I expect to see something in at least 2 weeks. Like if I done invested 2 weeks in it, please show me something if I'm
Something.
investing my time. But I worked out twice a day. Then I found music to listen to while I was in the shower. And I don't know about you, but the shower is where I minister to myself.
Yes.
The song
Yes.
that spoke to me was You Got It by Vito.
Mm.
Mm.
Every
Jesus.
morning I would play this song. And one day while I was in the shower crying, I closed my eyes and I saw me singing to me. So the
Mm.
Wow.
song took on a brand new meaning.
Wow.
Now I was telling myself, you got it. You see,
Yeah.
Mm.
sometimes you have to encourage
With
yourself.
yourself. You better
You
say
have
that.
to become your greatest cheerleader. I'm a
Yes.
cowgirl, cowboy fan to my heart. Win, lose, or draw. The same way you root for your favorite team, win or lose, that's
That's
the
right.
same level of tenacity you have to have for yourself.
Yeah.
That win, lose, or draw is
Yeah.
me, myself, and I, and we ain't never separating.
Yeah.
And yes, I said ain't. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to be grammatically correct because our lives aren't grammatically correct.
That's
We
right.
have commas where we should have periods, and we have question marks where we should have exclamation points. We're
Right.
Yes.
all over the place, and now we need to start bringing it in. When it would get to that part of the song where it would be like F that ninja, I would change it to F depression People will say, oh, she cussed. Oh, she cussed. She sure did. Peter was a cusser and a cutter.
Yes.
And Jesus still looked at him and said,
Yes.
and thou art Peter.
Right.
You
And
better
upon
say
this
that.
rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall
Say
not
it.
prevail against it.
Say that.
Listen, I'm glad God chooses those who are
Amen.
those who doesn't choose those who are qualified, but he qualifies those that
Yes.
he chooses.
Yes.
This is why the world can't draw the world in.
Right.
When people come into church, they don't see us. Because
Right.
us smoke just like them.
Yes.
Us drink just like them.
Like them, you better
Us
say
fight,
it.
lie, and are messy just like them.
Praise
They
it.
don't see the real us. They see our representative that we masquerade
Yes.
around as us.
Right.
And we become unidentifiable. They can't identify with us.
Right.
When the church takes off the clan bully cloaks and starts ministering from a place of transparency,
Yes.
the world will begin to look at us differently.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yes.
reason they can is because we've placed ourselves on a pedestal where we try to convince everyone that we can't do any wrong.
That's right.
So when wrong happens, it brings backlash because you said you were perfect.
Yes.
All
Perfect
right
means
now.
inability to be flawed. So as long as we perpetrate that narrative, our flaws will be magnified because
Right.
flaws are only magnified in what's portrayed as flawless. Don't create that narrative. People won't pay attention to your flaw because everyone in the world is flawed. So how dare
Yes.
we pretend not to be?
That's right.
Yes.
Every time I would play this song in the shower, tears would pour and pour and pour. I was in an emotional and an eternal battle for my mind. Then one day those tears turned to smiles. Something had changed. Somewhere, somehow, I started to believe it. I started to believe I got it. And my thought process changed. I sat down within 48 hours. I created my website, my logo, borrowed money to pay for it, purchased an email address for my business. I was excited. I was in fight or flight mode, and I chose to fight.
Right.
Next, I was introduced to positive affirmations. In church, we would call them declarations.
Mm-hmm.
Nikola Tesla had a rule. It's the 369 rule. Write down 3 affirmations per day. Quote them 6 times each day for 9 seconds. So I began quoting positive affirmations, even listening to them while I slept. I noticed that the more I focused on developing my business, the less time I had to be depressed.
Yes.
So I limited my
now.
idle time. Does that mean the thoughts didn't come? No, this is a marathon, not a relay.
That's
When the
right.
thoughts came, I used my triggers, my business, and my affirmations to snap my brain back into mode. I was flown out for 3 weeks to assist a business, and it was the launch of mine. So now, number 3, I had a vision in my bag. I finally saw what my purpose was. It was to help individuals and businesses establish a vision for their lives and their organizations, and to assist them with implementing goals to see that vision come to fruition.
Yes.
My motto is, if you build people, people build business.
Amen.
Jesus.
The reason there is such a shortage in the workplace right now is because people are broken.
That's
if my
right.
legs are broken, how can I climb a ladder?
Right.
If I don't have a vision for myself, yours becomes less and less important.
That's
So I
right.
began teaching people the difference between working on purpose, which is having a job because you need one, to working in purpose, which is working a job in line with the vision for your life, or to put you in a position to intersect with that vision.
Yes.
I also realized the world has become rude. Not being whole on the inside can make you that way, though. Angry people don't want to be angry. Yeah. They've been broken, and to keep from being broken more, they protect themselves with anger. The problem is, not only are you keeping out the ones that can break you more, you're keeping away those that can also help you heal. So I began doing customer service trainings for businesses to help representatives understand the customer may not always be right, but they should always be respected.
Jesus.
I realized not only was customer service low, but the managers was low too. Managers have become some of the most entitled, disrespectful, egomaniacal individuals in the workplace.
Yes.
Not realizing just as much as you have to manage tasks, you have to manage people. So you do have to cater to emotions because we're in an emotional time right now. People are losing houses, money, jobs. It's a lot going on. Thanks to social media, everybody wants to be a boss. A boss itch is the new term that they use, but you're not. You're just an
That's right.
itch, boss.
That's right.
A boss is in control. An
Yeah.
itch exerts control.
Right.
Yes.
To train
Yes.
managers how to manage both tasks and people with empathy and resolve, and how to set the atmosphere and help your team thrive in it.
Yes.
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 So now
Mm.
I had an investment in my bag because I was investing in me. And I realized I get my greatest encouragement when I can help encourage others. So I
Yes.
started investing in people. Even with that, I still had something else in my bag that I needed to conquer because I still had self doubt in my bag. You see,
Mhm.
I was so afraid to put myself out there because I struggled with a strong fear of rejection. I
Mm.
told you this is a marathon, not a relay. You'll continually be pulling things out your bag. But you
Mm-hmm.
got to remember when you pull it out, you got to replace it with something else.
Yes.
I
Jesus.
was afraid to post videos. I was afraid to put myself out there because I was afraid of being accepted. One day I was talking to my mom on the phone, and if anybody know my mama, she knows she don't sugarcoat Nathan. She said, Tamika, you are the hindrance to your business. She said, you weren't
Jesus.
afraid to post pictures on your birthday. I said, but mom, I ain't had no choice. That was something I had to do. She said, you ain't got no choice now. I said, but mama, I'm afraid. She said, do it afraid then.
Mm.
And it hit me like never before. Do it afraid. Now I
Do it
found
afraid.
myself, like Melanie Fiona said, on the wrong side of the love song. But the problem was the person I was battling with was myself.
So,
You see, I had
Jesus.
broken up with myself and I ain't even realize it. I allowed myself to fear whether others would love me the same way I was learning to love myself. I
Yes.
didn't do it right away, but I finally posted my first video. Didn't get a lot of hits, but I had conquered a fear.
Right.
And I didn't stop.
Jesus.
I posted more and more and
Yes.
more because I could. This was a me thing. I
Yes.
learned video editing and started a YouTube channel and started posting
Yes.
affirmation videos and sleep videos.
Yes.
I started doing story times that people could listen to go to sleep. So now I had Conqueror in my bag.
Yes.
Mm.
That's why I can help you. You right there listening, like she telling my story. You right there who's struggling with your identity and self-worth.
Yes.
You right there afraid to take the step. I can help you because I am you. If you've been
Jesus.
divorced, I got you. If you devoted all your time and energy to a relationship and you feel like it left you depleted, I got you. Depressed, anxiety, suicidal, struggling with your identity, no matter what that identity is, I got you. I ain't take no medication. It took a choice. It took
Jesus.
me deciding to fight the greatest fight of
Mm.
my life, the fight with myself, over myself, for myself. 3 words: refocus, reset, and represent.
Refocus.
You have to take back control of your mind. It's yours. Depression and anxiety don't control it. You do. So you have to hand it its enough papers. After you stop focusing on depression, you have to focus on something else. Remember, you've wired your brain to focus on what's wrong for so long. You have to train it to focus on something else. After you've refocused, now you have to reset so you can be restored. You have to be restored to a place where your greatest love is yourself. And I
Yes.
know somebody would say God, but God gives you tools to make your way back to Him.
Right.
God is love. So loving you, which is His creation, is loving Him because you're taking pride in something that He made. So you have to go back to when you lost your love for yourself and you have to rekindle it. Find your passion, eat, sleep, and breathe it. My passion was also creating and designing. I love to draw, paint, make custom glasses, t-shirts, jewelry. So I got back into what I love doing because when I create, I get lost in it.
Me too.
After you've been restored, now you can represent yourself to the world. Watch this for my believers. When
Mm.
the woman with the issue of blood touched Jesus and he asked her, who touched me? It was so those around her could know that now that she's touched Jesus, she can touch anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus had to change the narrative. He had to restore her in the face of those who had rejected her. Like her, once you've been restored, you now have to represent the new version of you to the world. So you have to get so confident in yourself that you don't come off the wall for nothing because a lion ain't never lost its sleep over the opinion of a sheep.
Never.
That's how you have to be. Who I am is in me, and what's in me, what's in my bag, can never be erased, bartered with, or taken away. And I'll end with this. My first assignment that I give to all my clients is I need you to create a character. This character is you. I want you to create your greatest self. What does it look like? How do they talk? How do they move? How's their posture? How do they speak? Where do they live? What do they drive? I need you to see it before you see it. Envision it and write it down so that we can take steps towards being the person you envision you want to be. The first step you have to do is see it before you see it. The Bible gives you two distinct directions of faith. Faith comes, which means faith is moving. And now faith, meaning faith has now arrived. See it is faith comes. You giving your faith an action. Until you see it is now faith, because the thing you're believing for has now manifested. The greatest defect you'll ever have to diffuse is the way you view yourself.
That's right.
Once you change the light in which you view yourself, the more you'll start moving toward the light you'll see. Only you can control your wattage. The brighter you see yourself, the more you will illuminate. What makes me a different coach is because I don't care about your business. I care about your vision. Now, if you share your business with me, please understand, for me, it's not about helping you fix your situation or relationship. It's about me helping you fix you so that you can present the best version of you. So the best version of you is handling your situations.
Yes.
I want to know your vision. If you don't have one, I want to help you develop one so that you can write them down upon tablets, that you can run with it. When you change how you see, what you see will change. This has been your moment of inspiration and encouragement with Tamika, aka Journey Rain, because it's a journey to reign supreme. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I love it. Oh, girl, you have. Whoa, yeah, whoa. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all talking. This is what I like. Now, if you didn't get touched by this message, if you didn't get something out of it before you leave, something's really wrong. I ain't trying to be funny, but God is so wonderful, awesome. I just, there's so many comments. I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna go ahead on and we're gonna take out
the same. I'm the same over here. I'm fighting hard not to cry.
Yes,
because you touched on and Marvina knows my story. She knows my story, and you touched on so many things. And I had to get to just like you said, I had to get to a point of me. I had to look at me. I had to start to love me, because I had so much anger inside of me because of so many different things. And then I had to stop blaming everybody. A lot of things that happened weren't my fault.
No.
But as long as you stay in that place of, well, let me blame, you're never going to move forward. I had to forgive. I had to learn to love me more in order to move forward. Oh my God, you just
awesome. Let's see if we can get some of these comments. I want to throw some of these out here. Oh, someone said, "Amen." I don't know rather to cry or laugh. Thank you so much. Oh yes, ma'am. Just so y'all understand, y'all get that understand. Most of them are just comments. They telling you to preach. You preach on this.
That's my sister.
Hey, your sister. Hey, sissy. I'm your sister too. You gonna share?
Yes, you.
You gonna share, Courtney? Courtney, you gonna share? Most of them are just, is there any questions? Because right now, let me see. This one right here. They said, I'm learning to look at me. You spoke to my heart and my soul. My sister. That's my sister. That's my baby sister, Rhonda. Yes, she did. And she said a lot of stuff that we be talking about. A lot of things that we're talking about. So Tamika, I've been splashing up your website, and actually, could you tell the family basically how they can kind of get in touch with you? What is the the way you want them to get in contact
Oh,
with you, or
sure.
tell them, what you want them to know about the business and how you can help them and all that stuff. Go ahead. I'm gonna put that
Absolutely.
website up first. See you first.
So, my business is personal coaching and business consulting. So if you got, look, I try to be all purpose. When God gives you a lot of gifts, sometimes you have to figure out how to use all those gifts to help benefit the kingdom. And I'm a
Yes.
builder. I love to help people build and upgrade. So my personal coaching, I have a few different sessions. I have an individual where you can just, get them as you want. I have a 4-week session, which is my Ruby Envy. My Diamond Envy is a 4-week session. And I have a 6-week session, which is my Ruby Envy.
Wow.
One of the biggest things that we do in the session for the 4 or the 6, we have something that is called the rec room, where we go through and we go back and deal with those past roots that you
Love
need to uproot so it doesn't hurt your future. Because a
Yes.
Jesus.
lot of us, when we stop and think about it, we realize there's things in our past that have grown roots. And the reason we're dealing with it now is because when it comes to a seed goes down before it comes up.
Yes.
So a lot of stuff has to be uprooted. I also have something for children called Little Dreamers, and
Wow.
that's for ages 12. I think I want to have it 12 to 17. I haven't really specified it, but I want to teach children how to dream, because I don't
Mm,
want them to wait until they're like us, 45 years old, still just now trying to figure it out.
Right.
Help your baby start at a young age, learning
right.
to dream and imagine how we used to do when we were kids in front of the
Yes.
TV watching Muppet Babies on Saturday, imagining we were someone else. Teach
Yes.
your babies how to dream again. Start
Yes.
Yeah.
early.
Start
So you can
early.
reach me on my website.
Yes.
My initial consultations are free. And just come on. I'm trying to create
Come on.
visionaries, one
Exactly. We
visionary
need
at a
it.
time.
And I put up her email address if you want to go ahead on and email her. You can probably have some questions or things like that. I put that up for you. She's actually on YouTube and TikTok.
I am.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
all you YouTubers and TikTokers who likes YouTube, go check her out. This is her at. Go ahead, talk about it, man.
Yes. So what I noticed is a lot of people are really into the sleep videos and affirmation videos. So when I learned video editing, the first thing that I did was start putting up sleep videos and positive affirmation videos, because what we got to realize sometimes is we have to be careful what's going into our unconscious mind as
Mm,
well. So a lot of times we're falling to sleep listening to things and watching things that is really taking root in our subconscious. And
Right.
you're trying to figure out why you having dreams that Freddy Krueger and Jason is chasing you. It's because you're not protecting your
yeah.
subconscious. And
Yeah.
how else does if the enemy can't attack you when you're awake, when do you think he's gonna affect you the most?
Mm,
When you don't have
mm,
control over your mind, when you're sleeping.
right.
So I
Mhm.
wanted to give positivity. I'm just in a place where I'm just trying to put positivity in the world. I don't even allow people around me who negative. If you negative, I'll
Yes.
cut you off in a minute. I love you from a distance.
Exactly.
But my
Mm,
mind is too important. I fought too hard to
Exactly.
get back to this place. And it didn't take me that long. We're talking, everything that I'm talking about is within the last year.
wow.
So I started my business this past November.
Wow.
So when I
Mm,
was telling you about the 3 months that I was depressed and going through it, that was
Just
just this
happened.
past September.
Just happened.
So
Jesus.
Just
this
happened.
is what
Jesus.
I mean by you got to make the choice. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you stand 10 toes on it and tell the devil enough is enough, you ain't got no more place in my life, then he
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to bow down and beg. But you
Mm-hmm.
got to make that choice. You
Jesus.
got to.
Okay.
I make
Okay.
the choice. I don't know what
Wow.
CODM. She told me, but I still.
That is Call of Duty Mobile. My family knows I love to play. As hard as I work, sometimes you got to remember to take some you time and detox time. Find some time where your mind isn't constantly focused on something and
Yes.
you can just rest. My
Yes.
thing is Call of Duty Mobile. So
Some,
all you Call of Duty Mobile fans
Call
out there,
of Duty
go
Mobile.
on at Journey Range
you sound
Family
like
so
my
we can get
daughter.
active.
If you like the game, you like the the game with you. You better go on and join that thing.
Yeah.
I,
Call it
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I'm just gonna see if there's a lot. I mean, we had so many questions. Let me see. I got more stuff coming up. I love y'all so much.
Yeah.
Look at Courtney. Courtney said, man, let me see what Courtney said. It's my new sister, y'all. Man, listen, I definitely have to watch that because, baby, if I watch Michael Myers at night, I swear he's passing me in my...
It's funny because Marvina was the one who told me about that, and she'll tell you. I used to be this type of person. When I wake up in the morning, I turn on the news. When I go to sleep, I got the news on, and then crazy stuff from ghost hunters and all this other kind of stuff in the midst of everything.
Yes.
And I told her, I said, "Girl, I heard this. I heard." She said, "You need to start."
I'm going to bed with that mess.
She said, "You need to find something. You need to find something different."
Yes.
And I was also getting depressed. She'll tell you I was getting depressed. It's like, girl, what is going on in this world? I said,
Tamika, I'm getting ready to get on your stuff. I'm gonna put yours, put it on at night and rest on it because I am in all of you. And just the blessing that you have stored upon us in the words that you spoke to everyone. And I believe everybody agreed. You're powerful. You're powerful. I can't wait to be part of I'm gonna join. I'm gonna get in there. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see Marvina because I need to hear more. I need to understand me a lot more, and I ain't got it yet.
Absolutely.
And I would love to walk that walk to understanding my walk. This has been something that I've been struggling with. A lot of things you wrote down, I struggled with, and I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful that you're listening to your calling because, everybody can't encourage and everybody can't pop up and just realize that what they're going through is their process. And you realize that early because when you say depression, people go so far into depression that it's hard to come back out and to seek God. But you had that foundation. Even though you said you worked all in church and this and church and that, God had his hands on you. He knew you was feeling sad. He had to put you down to bring you back up.
Absolutely.
And that's what he did. In them 3 months.
3 months.
3 months. And then you was like,
Father, Son, Holy Ghost. 3 months.
Hallelujah. Yes, ma'am. And I am excited for your walk. And I'm asking blessings for your endeavors and all the job. And I'm praying that even someone that watches this, they'll call on you and utilize your services.
And for those of you who have businesses as well, I help businesses develop their processes and procedures. As I stated, if you have customer service that needs to be trained, because that's another kick that I'm about to go in Maximus and all these places and advertise myself because customer service is horrible.
It is
horrible. It's horrible.
It is.
I got too many customer service needs to be cussed out by the customer service rep. So if you have a business and you don't have a vision, or you have a vision for your business, but you seem like everything in your business isn't moving towards your vision, that's what I'm here for. I want to help you line your business up with the vision that you set. If your business says excellence in customer service, I want to help you develop excellence in customer service.
Because I want y'all to see that website because I need to put it in my thought process. I'm going on that website. I'm ready to get this. I'm excited. It's exciting to me to see elevation. I'm excited to see what God does in people's lives and they're able to share this on what's in the bag because that bag is so big and we got to give it away to keep it. And for you to give away, just the timing to help people, because I used to be a manager. I know how managers are supposed to act, but we get so caught up in self that we don't realize that the effect we have on others when they come into your company and they come into your establishment or, so it's a good thing that someone out here can see a problem like you and help solve that problem with teaching people how to treat people. Basically, teaching someone how to teach somebody, or to treat somebody, because that's what you're doing, and yourself. Because as far as that concerned, while you teaching them how to treat other people, you teaching them how to be more godly. You be teaching them
Absolutely.
how, you teaching them how to treat others, themselves, and everything else. It's a lot fall into this, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Thank you.
You a blessing, girl. You a blessing. And
Thank you, guys.
yeah, look, I'm hitting Twitch. I like Twitch. You been on Twitch?
No, I got to get on there.
You're on Twitch. That's where I'm telling you, you need to go check out Twitch.
Okay, I'm good
It's
on
a
Twitch.
gaming plot. Yeah, I think you better watch out, girl. You be on it twice. Somebody told me.
You're right.
I am so blessed to have you a part, and we're gonna go ahead on and let you get on out of here. I
Thank
know,
you.
anybody have anything else who wants to say to our sister, because she poured her heart out here. And I believe that everyone that's watching should and know that, this is a true, real sister. This is a
I
real
am.
sister.
I'm real. I don't like fake. I
Yes.
don't like inconsistent. I don't
Yes.
like patty.
Yes.
I'm about building. Like that's
Yes.
the area. If it's not about building, it don't make sense to me. So
That's right.
Hey,
if you
she,
ready to build, I'm gonna be your big sis. If you don't have family, to all those in YouTube land, Facebook land, if you don't have family, baby, I'll be your family. If you need
yes.
somebody to help push you and encourage you,
Yes.
I'll help push you and encourage you because I know what it
Yes.
feels like to not have a support system. So I can definitely be that for you. Come on,
Yes.
link up. Let's make this happen.
Yes. Let's make this happen. You know what? I like Courtney. Courtney, she your biggest fan. Yes, that's your baby. Is she the baby sister or the older
The
sister? Baby
baby.
sister. Yeah, I like Courtney. She up in here. Y'all better rock. Nah, she gonna give what she giving, and she is telling the truth. So y'all better get it together. That's how she out there. She testified for her sister,
Yes, she
and that's
is.
a blessing. You can have somebody in your corner, because we ain't all got that.
And y'all got
They'll
that.
look at you like who you think you are, because I remember when you was no.
Remember it, baby. Write it down. Just when you talk
Mm-hmm.
about it, tell them that God delivered me. That's all you
There
gotta
you
know.
go.
Love her, y'all. I love her. And I thank Zachary again. Thank you, Zachary. I love you, man. I love you, Zach. You are just such a heartfelt brother. I know you see us out here, and he knows. Let me tell you something about this man. He knows the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
He see the assignment, and he acts on assignment. And I'm thankful for you, Zach. Thank you, man. God bless you, man. You know what? You got going on. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
Tamika.
you.
Thank you
We're
again, Miss
gonna let you
Tamika.
go ahead on and go and get on out of here. And
Thank
we're gonna
you.
like I said to you before, I'll be talking to you more, because we
We
got
will.
some stuff we got to do.
Yes, we
We got
do.
some stuff to do. We got some
Yes,
more
we
stuff
do.
to do. This is not the ending. This is the beginning.
Yes, ma'am.
I love
Love you
y'all.
guys. Thank
Get
you.
Thank
right here.
you.
Give her some love, some hearts, and all that stuff. And check her out. Make sure y'all check her out. If you find that there's a place that she can help you with, check her out. Go on her website. We're going to have it on the directory real soon also. That's up and coming. So you can get her without having to look through all of this to get her information.
Mm-hmm.
I love y'all. I love you, girl. And I'll talk to you in a few, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
All
right,
right.
man.
All right.
Hey, y'all. Hey, BFF. You ready to get this going, honey? You ready to get this day going? I am.
Yes, ma'am.
I am
Yes,
ready to get
ma'am.
this day going. Well, any of y'all who knows anybody who wants to be part of a great group, where you can just join us on Facebook or What's in the Bag. It's a really good group. We're growing. We're actually asking, the ones that come in to do some more commenting. We're gonna do some chatting and all that stuff like that. And it's gonna be about what's in our bag. And if you want to post, we allow you to post, but it has to be something within your bag.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually now, once upon a time we was letting everybody post. We were saying we could post, but we've been having a lot of people from different countries posting stuff that don't make no sense. So we had to stop people from just posting whatever they want to post. So if you find that there's a difference in the posting time, I apologize. Bye, Courtney, baby. And yeah, so if you want to be part of a great group, like I said, try out What's in the Bag. That's on Facebook. What's in the bag? Don't put the question mark. If you put the question mark, you're gonna go to our directory. So What's in the Bag is our group. We have a Facebook What's in the Bag directory also. If you would like to check that out, you can join that also. What else? We have YouTube. YouTube. Today is YouTube time. Everybody love YouTube. If you don't do anything but go in there and get a manual, YouTube does everything now. They teach you how to build stuff. YouTube is the thing. Well, we're on YouTube too. So subscribe, like, hit the bell for notifications when we live, when we on. Try What's in the Bag 21. You see what it says? It's What's in the Bag 21. It doesn't have any spaces, so if you start spacing stuff, it's not going to show us. You will see our symbol. It's the bag. You just same symbols you see on the side is the same symbols you will see. What's in the bag? So go ahead on and check us out, and go in and subscribe. Some of those series, we got segments on there that y'all probably ain't even seen. And if you did see some, there's some up there that you might need to re-look at. Like the credit portions and the mental health portions. There's so much stuff and information awareness out there for you. Also, if you need to call us, let us know that you want to be part of What's in the Bag. Here's our number. That's 470-290-1708. That's our calling. If you want to call, you might just call, leave a message and say, I want to be part of What's in the Bag. Also, you can DM us on Facebook. Also, if you want to be part of What's in the Bag, we welcome that. Also, DM us, direct message. That's what DM is. If you want to be part of What's in the Bag, and also if you want a little laughter, a little TikTok. I ain't been putting too many TikToks up in too much because I've been working on What's in the Bag. So, but I do have a lot of ones that I've done, and I haven't posted on Reels. I'm sorry, but I do have them on TikTok. If you want to look at that and have a little laughter, go ahead on and check us out on. Check me out at Marvina Clay on TikTok. Hey BFF, she just sitting there all quiet. My BFF been going through this week. Look, I ain't trying to be funny, but look at her eye. My BFF eye. All y'all don't know. A lot of y'all may not know she has lupus, so she be having these little flares and things like that. But you know what? One thing I love about your BFF, you still be kicking. You still stand there with us, and I appreciate.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So, if you have anything you want to say to them, because I know I've been talking all this time. You have anything you would like to say?
Take heed to the message that Tamika delivered today. Some powerful, powerful things in there. Yeah. Reach out to her, encourage her, uplift her, and support her. It's not enough sometimes for you guys to come on here and watch. Go out here. We're providing knowledge and understand, trying to help you guys understand and provide knowledge to you to help grow. So reach out to her. Very, 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 very powerful. I would definitely be reaching out to her.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm going too. We going together because we got mission.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to do it, and I know a lot of y'all like, I'm afraid. That's what she just said. Do it afraid. Yeah. I like that. Her mom told her, do it afraid, and she did it.
I was afraid I was afraid to speak on some things. Go out to these until my BFF told me. She said, this stuff. We're in this together, and you sitting over here being quiet as a church mouse. And I had to let go of that fear. I had to let go of that fear.
Yeah.
And Tamika, she spoke on that. So sometimes we, the thing that holds us back is that fear, afraid to take that leap.
And what do they say fear means? Fear is false evidence appearing real. She said, be it afraid, but the same thing is fear. You be fearful of doing these things when it's just, once you start doing it and you see, it's not as nothing to be scared of. But we get in our little minds, wow, that nobody's going to accept us. This is just going to be a flop. Nothing going to happen. They ain't going to be blessed. But then you find out you get blessed just by walking out on faith.
Yeah. And she said, afraid to be successful. Don't know what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been there, and I tried to bring everybody with me.
Yeah.
And everybody's not meant to be there with you in that moment of time.
I mean, you're gonna put the right people in your path. It's like, to me, it's like alignment. You'll be aligned with people that's going to be there to be able to help you. Like just like this one with Tamika, he aligned a lot of you with someone who have knowledge on growing from one level to another. I mean, that's alignment. And if you're watching, you know you're in alignment. And if you need help and she's there to help you, you're in your alignment. So come on now, go ahead on, go to her website, email her, let her know that I need help. I need your assistance, more or less. And I believe she'll be there to help you out. God bless y'all. I am so excited today. And I keep saying it because not only I'm able to, get on and speak to y'all every Saturday, but I'm able to bring a message to you from other people's bags and giving y'all the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding of a lot of things, and also able to market, and this is what's in the bag is for. We're here to give that. Somebody said I need to target a certain. They said target an audience, and you are my target. Everyone that gets on, I'm targeting you. All right. I believe our target is what it is. I have a hard time with the target stuff, and we had we was talking about that. I think everybody can benefit from what's in the bag. It's not just for us. It's not just you. It's for everybody. So if you know that, share it. If you find that this is a blessing, share it. Let everybody know what's in the bag is here. We're here to stay. You're gonna be your household name. And guess what? You're gonna be there when we started. You're here in the beginning. And I love you. And I appreciate you. You got something to say, girl, before we leave up out of here?
Yeah, guys, it's beautiful out there today. Get out there and enjoy your life. Live your life. And as always, stay blessed. Walk in your destiny. Be a blessing. There, you can bless somebody just by a kind word.
Right.
And always have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day, y'all. We thank you. God bless y'all. We know that we'll see you next Saturday. Thank you so much. God bless you.